Hey folks, Fix-It Man here. So, brought in my old Polaris Sportsman here in the shop and do a little bit of maintenance on it. Did the oil changes, front diff, rear diff and transmission on this model is the same, and engine oil, and then I did the front hubs. And after doing the front hubs, I went to torque down the lug nuts, and ta-da, I broke one. So, I guess all the years of this being torque taken off, the bolts stretched and broke. That one did anyway. So, I bought 4 more. Now, in this model here, it's got the aluminum rims, so the studs, wheel studs, are a little bit longer. I believe standard is 1 1/4. The ones that I've got on, I measured, I'm showing they are 1 1/2, so 1.5. And the ones that I could get at the dealership, I'll show you guys right now, are 1.7, a little bit longer. I think they'll be fine. If they're too long, I can always cut off some. I'll just take my Dremel and cut a bit off. So here's the old one, right there, sheared right off. So yeah, let's get this going here. Well, I got the front end lifted up, and I've already loosened up the nuts right here. So we'll take these off, get the wheel off. The only thing I'm not too sure is whether I'll be able to put the studs on without having to take the hub off to get the caliper and the rotor off. I don't know if there's enough room. Once I get this off here, I'll show you guys what I mean. I was able to punch out the old ones, but that was easy. The old one, the one that broke, because there was only a little piece left. The part that broke was still inside the nut here. So, okay, this here. Sorry, I'm kind of using one hand here. There we are. So, there we are. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I don't know if I have to take this whole thing, the whole hub assembly off to get this off. So I was able to punch out the old one right through. So let's go find out. Let's go get one and see what happens. So I got 4 of them. I figured, well, if I have to take the whole hub assembly off, then I'll replace all 4. But if I'm able to sneak a new one behind, then I'll just put the one, and then I'll have 3 more as spare. So, and as you can tell, not gonna happen. So it's gonna come out. It's gonna be put in this way. So they're just a bit longer. Not much difference. Should be okay. But yeah. So there's no way I'll be able to do it. So it looks like the hub's gotta come off. It's a little bit more work to do. Yeah, put you guys down for a bit here while I get myself ready. Okay, kind of went along and started it without recording because I got to use both hands. But if you have one of these older machines, I'm sure you're quite familiar on how to do the work yourself. So I'll give you the basics here. First of all, let you guys know, you do not have to remove the hub to replace these. Okay, there's a trick. So first, you do need to take your caliper off, hang it up somewhere so it's out of the way. Then you go behind the rotor, and here, I'll turn the wheel here so you guys might be able to see a little bit better. Okay, so how the rotor is attached to the hub is with these bolts right here, correct? Now, if you take a look, each one of these corresponds to a stud. Okay, wheel stud, makes sense? So what you do is you loosen them all up, right? Loosen them up just a bit so that you're still able to rotate this, okay, around. And what you do is you take, let's say you want to replace this one, okay? Line up your nut here with this side of the I don't know what you want to call this, but I guess the bearing carrier, where your strut hooks up to. So line it up to that. Just one sec. Let me turn this light off here. There you go. This is a little bit better. I notice that it's affecting the lighting a bit. So line this up right here, and that way you can loosen this one up quite a bit. And when all of them are loose, you can move your rotor. And by loosening up the one that corresponds to the stud you want to remove, and like I said, you're gonna have to orient the hub here with this part of the strut. There's like a bump in here, so you'll be able to loosen this one up quite a bit, and you just push your rotor back. And remember, these are the long ones. These are 1.75. And take a look. Sorry, let me bring it up here a bit more, and there you go. See, all you gotta do now is press it in. So there's a couple different ways you can do this. You can either you might be able to get a pair of ice grips right here and kind of pinch it in, or what you can do is you can build this up here with washers and then put your nut here over top and screw it in, and it'll pull this in. So anyway, that's just a little trick. And once you've got this one done, what you do is you retighten this bolt up enough that you're able to rotate the hub, and you rotate it to the next stud you want to replace, to the same spot here on this bump, right? And then you loosen the corresponding nut in the back enough that you're able to push the rotor back and put your new stud on the ear right here. So, and to remove these, they're fairly easy. Just take a brass punch and just punch them out. So I suggest that you replace all four. I mean, you've done all this, you may as well replace all four. I mean, it doesn't take long to do this, but you know, it's still a pain in the ass, right? So since I've got all four with me right here, that's what I'm going to do, and replace them all. So anyway, I'm not going to show you how to put this back together. If you've taken it apart, you should be able to put it back together. So hopefully this helps out people. And this is for a 2003 Polaris Sportsman 500 HO. I'm not sure what the other models are like, so you'll have to verify. But yeah, that's my little trick anyway. So hopefully it helps somebody else. If you like this, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Thanks. Have a good day. Hey, I forgot to mention something also here. So once you've got all your studs replaced, the bolt in the back here, these ones right here that hold the rotor on, you should put some Loctite on that. So what you do is you take the first two up top here and down here. You'll be able to loosen those up quite a bit, and then take your rotor, just push it back, and right here you can see a bit of the nut right here, and actually I can see a little bit of the some Loctite right here and here. So just take like a little something tiny. I'm going to use this little screwdriver here and some Loctite. I'm just going to go and put some on here, in here, and then tighten those up, because you really don't want those to loosen up on you. So what you do is you, like I said, put Loctite, turn those enough that you're able to rotate your rotor, get the other ones done, and once you're happy with that, tighten them up really well, and you should be good to go.